So, I made a video a few months back where I talked about flow, that being map flow and game flow, which is how the player navigates each map as well as how the zombies interact with the player. And the game flow is really messed up in BO6 zombies. And the thing is, it's so blatant what the problem is, you can experience it on any of the maps in almost any of the areas. Now, with BO6 having 50 zombies in a horde at any given time instead of the 24 from the older games, this causes all the maps to feel more hectic and the feeling that you're getting hit more often than not. Which is why the armor system exists in this game. Because had the zombie spawns been this close and fast to the player, and they hit you this much in the older games, well, they'd be unplayable. The incremental damage over time increase on the zombies only adds to this. But what I'm really getting at is the zombies' propensity to despawn and respawn ahead of you. I cannot express how much this messes with the game flow on all these maps. And because there's more zombies on the map than ever, waiting to horde all 50 before you start killing would take forever and makes the gameplay even more tedious. So what happens is you're shooting zombies constantly, while more are still spawning either directly behind you or past where you're moving to, and you get hit more and more. This makes all the maps feel like absolute messes because even when there are large areas to train in, the game continues to throw so many zombies at you at once, it leads to every map feeling claustrophobic when they absolutely shouldn't be. With this despawn mechanic, it's the most insulting when certain bosses spawn in and you have to focus exclusively on them. If an amalgam spawns in on Terminus, you have to immediately deal with it. And this will end up with you being chased around the whole map. And every time you move from one area to the next, that entire horde you had trained up will just appear behind you while you're running away from and trying to deal with the amalgam. And because the spawns on Terminus are completely unbalanced in certain areas, when you run into them, it will mass spawn all the zombies at once. I mean, look at this! This is insane! This happens on all the islands, and especially in the circular lab room. So you'll have so many zombies spawn ahead of where you're running that the only way to save yourself from going down is to jump into the water and slowly, painfully swim your way to one of the platforms. But what will happen then is the zombies will go to and camp the climb-up spots. They even do this in the boss fight when you're knocked into the water, and put an amalgam into that, and it's impossible to avoid this garbage. And the worst part about all of this is when you have a horde or bosses and you want to actually use the map exclusive traps. So you'll walk through it, activate it, and what happens? The whole horde disappears and respawns out of the barriers in the room you moved into. The game flow in BO6 sucks. And because this game is programmed with 50 zombies on the map at once, there's not much that can be done to fix this issue. But the main solution, I feel, would be to stop this aggressive despawn mechanic. The game shouldn't have zombies vanish out of thin air just because I walked around a corner. With this many zombies at once, you don't need to have them in your face all the time. That's what the number of zombies being increased already does. In my opinion, if the only solution to this problem is to activate a kill streak or a mutant injection that just makes you invincible, I don't think that's good game design, nor good game flow.